Hi and welcome to BeatleDave's Beatles channel. Today's video is the 55th anniversary of the Beatles' classic 1967 single All You Need Is Love. So please come and join me. So hello again and a very warm welcome today to BeatleDave's Beatles channel. I hope I find all you fantastic people doing really well out there. I hope you're doing really well and I'm glad you've joined me again on the channel. Well, the subject for today's showing is the 55th anniversary edition look at the Beatles' Summer of Love single All You Need Is Love, and a lot of variations I have to show you guys. So that will be coming up in a little while, but before then of course it's time for something completely different, and it's called Yeah. Yes, welcome to Ask BeatleDave, where I'll be answering your questions that you have about anything Beatles related, about any solo item or project, about any films, just about any question that you want to ask me Beatles related, and I'll try and endeavour to answer it here. So today's question is from the theme park person. Hi theme park person, I hope you're well. And they ask, BeatleDave, what is your least favourite Beatles album? This is probably the hardest question that I've ever had to answer Beatles wise, and technically I'm not really a great lover of ranking any albums because, well, really everyone has a different idea and perspective of what they like or don't like. But after much thought and deliberation, and as much as I love all the Beatles albums, if I rank them from first best to best last, this is what it would technically be. So undoubtedly for me, the White Album is my favourite, followed by Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper, Rubber Soul, Revolver, A Hard Day's Night, Help, Beatles for Sale, With the Beatles, Please Please Me, Let It Be, and finally Yellow Submarine. So the only reason why Yellow Submarine is actually last is because it only has 4 new Beatles tracks on it, and obviously the second side is George Martin's score, which although absolutely beautiful, it's technically not a true studio album. So theme park person, I really hope that answers your question for you today. And guys, if you want to contribute to Ask BeatleDave, just send me a question in the comments and put Ask BeatleDave, and I'll include it in a future episode. It's that simple. So please guys, come on, get involved and ask me some fabulous questions. Okay, right now we are moving on, and it's I Call Your Name. So yes, it's on to them old shout-outs, and it's a great big BeatleDave hello to Craig Phillips, Joan Olivella, hiya Joan, Mark Williams, Cameron McMenemy, Moth, Stephen A, Fab4Fan, and Makara80. So that's a great big hi to you guys from yours truly, BeatleDave. So on to the main event then today guys, and it's the 55th anniversary look at the Beatles' fabulous 1967 single All You Need Is Love. So please, come and join me. Released in the UK on the 7th of July 1967 and 10 days later in the USA, All You Need Is Love is a non-album John Lennon written song, with the B-side being Baby You're a Rich Man. The song was Britain's contribution to Our World, the first live global television link, for which the band were filmed performing at EMI Abbey Road Studios on the 25th of June. After signing a contract on the 18th of May 1967, the Beatles were asked to provide a simplistic song for the show's international audience. John came up with the perfect anthem which captured the utopian ideals associated with the Summer of Love. Hot on the heels of the Sgt. Pepper album release, the backing track was started at Olympic Studios on the 14th of June, with further work back at Abbey Road on the 19th of June. During the broadcast, the Beatles were surrounded by friends seated on the floor who sang along with the refrain during the fade-out. These guests included Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Eric Clapton, Marianne Faithfull, Keith Moon, Graham Nash, Pattie Boyd, Jane Asher and Paul McCartney's brother Mike McGeer. Being the best footage of the Beatles in their psychedelic period, they were accompanied by an orchestra where they then performed the entire song, overdubbing onto the pre-recorded rhythm track. In addition to the orchestra lead and backing vocals, the live elements were Paul McCartney's bass guitar part, George Harrison's guitar solo and Ringo Starr's drums. John was dissatisfied with his original lead vocal on the live performance, so he re-recorded his vocal later the same day, which was then treated with ADT. Ringo then added a drum roll at the beginning of the song, replacing the original tambourine part. Topping the UK charts for 3 weeks, it also reached number 1 in the USA Hot 100, as well as getting to number 1 in several other countries around the world. So let's take a look. So here we are then. This is the Beatles' All You Need Is Love, released exactly 55 years ago today, on the 7th of July 1967, on Parlophone Records, catalogue number R5620. So we're going to look at this particular variant I've got here then. And as you can see, slight little bit of aging on this particular sleeve, but it's really in great condition still. You've got the Parlophone logo with the EMI logo there on the right hand side, world's greatest organisation, and you've got some advertisements for record tokens with the Hayes Middlesex England and the made and printed in Great Britain there under that. And on the reverse we've got some more advertisements on the sleeve. They always made sure they got their advertisements in there. But on this particular variant, as you can see on the label, we'll just take a look around the label. And we've got the sold in UK details there on the centre. This is obviously a solid centre version, this particular one. And on the left hand side we've got the Northern Songs NCB with the matrix number under that. And the P1967 there as well. This is a Gramophone Company Limited rim as well on this particular single. And then on the right hand side we've got the catalogue number there. With at the bottom we've got All You Need Is Love, Lennon McCartney, The Beatles. But there's no transmission details on this particular variant. This is quite a rare variant, this one. And then also we've got the Made in Great Britain there, right at the bottom. And this cost me the pricey sum of £1 back in the mid-80s. Absolutely amazing. What a great buy this was, especially as it didn't have the broadcast details on there. But this is in absolutely splendid condition, which I'll show in a moment. On the reverse, once again, we've got the sold in UK details on the centre there, with the Northern Songs NCB and the matrix number under that with the P1967. And then on the right we've got the catalogue number, and on the bottom, Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon McCartney, The Beatles and Made in Great Britain. And this one is in absolutely beautiful condition, really nice condition, this one. Incredible for £1, absolutely fantastic price. And let's just flip that over. And there's the B-side. And obviously this being the mono mix, it runs at about 3 minutes 59, I think, if I remember rightly. All You Need Is Love. And that's the longest available mix, apart from the actual transmission itself. So on to another variation then of All You Need Is Love, released on the 7th of July 1967 on Parlophone Records, catalogue number R5620. So this particular version then, slightly different this one, we'll have a look at that in a moment. As you can see the sleeve is exactly the same, got the Parlophone logo there at the top with EMI, and you've got the advertisement for the record tokens with the EMI records and the Hayes Middlesex England, made and printed in Great Britain. And then we've got that advertising on the back of the sleeve again for makeup. And then the actual label itself, as you can see, we've got the sold in UK details again with the Gramophone Company rim. Then you've got the Northern Songs NCB with the matrix number under that with the P1967. And on the right hand side you've got the catalogue number. But this time at the bottom we've got All You Need Is Love with Lennon McCartney and the recorded during the live transmission details there with the Beatles under that. And of course producer George Martin. And the Made in Great Britain under that. Then on the reverse, of course we've got Baby You're a Rich Man. You've got those sold in UK details again. with the Northern Songs NCB, with the matrix number and the P1967, with the gramophone company rim, with the catalogue number on the right hand side, and Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon McCartney, the Beatles and producer George Martin, and made in Great Britain. And once again, this one's in absolutely beautiful condition. Really nice. It's got the longest version as well, the 3:59-minute version on this as well. Really great looking single. So on to the third variation of All You Need Is Love then, from the 1960s. And this one being released again on the 7th of July 1967 on Parlophone Records R5620. So this one got a slightly later sleeve with this particular copy. It's got a solid centre again on this particular version. Let's turn that over. We've got some advertising. I mean, technically these are from 67, 68. Some of these LPs, obviously being Sgt. Pepper on one of those. But on the label then we've got the sold in UK details there. It's got the gramophone company rim, with the Northern Songs NCB and the matrix number under that, with the P1967, with the catalogue number on the right hand side, with of course All You Need Is Love, Lennon McCartney, and you've got the transmission details there as well on this particular version, with the Beatles and producer George Martin, and made in Great Britain. I'm going to flip that over. Same details again. Got the sold in UK details. Got the gramophone company rim, with those Northern Songs NCB and the matrix number under that, with the P1967 as well, and the catalogue number to the right. And then we've got the Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon McCartney, the Beatles and producer George Martin, with the made in Great Britain at the bottom. Let's just take a look at the single then itself. And this one, once again, is in beautiful condition. And what a great anthem All You Need Is Love really is. It was an absolutely great song. Whether it was actually written for the actual thing itself, or John Lennon maybe had it beforehand, it's such a great Lennon anthem. Only Lennon could do that. It's just incredible. And on the B-side there, Baby You're a Rich Man, which I think and I believe they may have recorded most of that at Olympic Studios. So on to the next variation then of All You Need Is Love. This is part of the Green box set, which came out on the 5th of March 1976. They were also reissued singular, so you could buy them singular. Or once again, they were reissued in a black box, this time in autumn 1977. So they were readily available, all these singles. So once again then, the catalogue number is Parlophone Records R5620. So let's just take a look at the sleeve first then. A really great looking sleeve, these, based on the original Parlophone looking sleeves. You've got the Apple and the Parlophone logo at the top there with the Beatles. And on the left we've got the Beatles collection 1962 to 1970 with the catalogue number there. And of course, All You Need Is Love, coupled with Baby You're a Rich Man. And at the bottom then we've got the EMI logo with EMI Records Limited, Hayes, Middlesex, England, and printed and made in Great Britain. And on the reverse we've got that fabulous photo of the guys filming Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane at Knoll Park there in Sevenoaks. And what a great photo that really is. And at the top there we've got the All You Need Is Love. And at the top there we've got the All You Need Is Love coupled with Baby You're a Rich Man as well. So let's take a look at the single itself then. So obviously there's no sold in UK details on this particular issue. But on the rim, you've got an EMI Records rim there on the left hand side. And you've got the catalogue number to the right. But also retained on the left hand side, you've got the Northern Songs NCB with the matrix number and the P1967. All You Need Is Love there with the broadcasting details and the Beatles and producer George Martin there. And this actual version of All You Need Is Love is about 10 seconds shorter, this particular version, on this single. Let's flip that over then, and of course, Baby You're a Rich Man. With the same details as before, you've got the Northern Songs NCB, with the matrix number and the P1967 there. On the right we've got the catalogue number, and then at the bottom, Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon-McCartney, the Beatles and producer George Martin. So on to the next variation then of All You Need Is Love, and this particular one was actually part of the blue box set from the 6th of December 1982, released by Parlophone Records, and the individual number of this particular single of course is R5620. So let's take a look at the sleeve first then. Really nice psychedelic looking sleeve there with All You Need Is Love, the Beatles, and the guys with the sandwich boards there, All You Need Love. Let's flip that over. You've got the spirally writing of the catalogue number at the top there, with All You Need Is Love, Lennon-McCartney, and Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon-McCartney, and the Parlophone and EMI logos right at the bottom there. Let's take a look at the 45. And you've got manufactured in the UK by EMI Records Limited on the perimeter rim there. And then on the left we've got the Northern Songs NCB with the matrix number and the P1967. And on the right we've got the catalogue number, and of course at the bottom, All You Need Is Love, Lennon-McCartney, with the transmission details, the Beatles and producer George Martin. And then flip that over. Once again you've got the same perimeter details, manufactured in the UK by EMI Records Limited, with the Northern Songs NCB, the matrix number and the P1967 on the left, with the catalogue number to the right, and Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon-McCartney, the Beatles and producer George Martin at the bottom there. So now moving on then, we've got the next version of All You Need Is Love, and this one was released in about 1983 from the USA on the Capitol and Starline label, catalogue number X6300. So let's just take a look at that first, and the sleeve. It's a really nice grey sleeve actually, it's really in great condition that. Now sadly this actual version is actually in fake stereo. I've played it and it's in fake stereo. It doesn't sound that great actually, which is a bit of a shame. But you've got the Capitol logo at the top there with the Starline logo on the left. Then you've got mono, the catalogue number, and originally released July 1967, with the McLean details music on the right hand side, the timing of the song, produced by George Martin, recorded in England, and of course the Beatles, All You Need Is Love, with the writers John and Paul at the bottom there. I'm going to flip that over. Once again, you've got the Capitol logo there with the Starline logo on the left. You've got the mono, the catalogue number, the original release date of July 1967, and then you've got the McLean Music Inc. and the timing, and the produced by George Martin and recorded in England there, with the Beatles, Baby You're a Rich Man, and John Lennon and Paul McCartney. So really nice labels, these ones from the time, because they reinstated like the Capitol Rainbow label, which is really nice looking, really great little label. So there's the A side, and then there's the B side, in great condition this one as well. So on to the next variation then of All You Need Is Love, and this is the 20th anniversary edition. And this was released actually almost exactly 20 years later. This was released on the 6th of July 1987 on Parlophone Records R5620. This has got an alternate sleeve to the earlier one that we just saw. So, of course, it's almost exactly the same. You've got the same, virtually the same picture without the background, but you've got more white on this particular one and flowers and stuff. Got the same, pretty much the same picture though. Then on the reverse we've got a picture of the guys, actually coloured picture, recording the actual broadcast. At the top there we've got All You Need Is Love and Baby You're a Rich Man. Got the catalogue number on the far right, with the barcode, the Parlophone logo and the EMI Records details there, 1987. So let's just take a look at the 45. Solid centre, this particular one. Got the manufactured in the UK by EMI Records Limited there on the perimeter rim. Then once again on the left hand side you've got the Northern Songs NCB with the matrix number, the P1967. On the right hand side you've got the catalogue number. Then at the bottom we've got the All You Need Is Love, Lennon-McCartney, the transmission details with the Beatles and producer George Martin. And this is actually the true mono single mix, which runs around about 3 minutes 59 on this particular version. Then flip that over then, and of course we've got the B-side being Baby You're a Rich Man, with the details on the left the same. The perimeter print is exactly the same, manufactured in the UK by EMI Records Limited. Then you've got Northern Songs NCB with the matrix number and the P1967 and the catalogue number to the right. And we've got Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon-McCartney, the Beatles, and the producer of course Big George Martin. So released on the same day as the previous single, on the 6th of July 1987, is this 20th anniversary picture disc single from Parlophone Records, catalogue number RP5620. And these are really limited, many of these which came out actually. But these are absolutely tremendous. And once again, it's actually the long version of All You Need Is Love, so that's great. It's always the long mono version is the best version. But these are fabulous looking little picture discs. And they're getting a lot harder to find these days, incredibly hard to find some of them. I always take the plastic sleeves off mine because they do damage your records, so just be warned. So that's another great side. It really looks good, that picture. And then we've got all the details at the bottom there. All You Need Is Love and Baby You're a Rich Man on this side. And that's a great little picture disc. So on to the next version then, and this is the 20th anniversary 12-inch single released by Parlophone Records, catalogue number 12R5620, on the same date, on the 6th of July 1987. So let's take a look at the sleeve first. Exactly the same as the 7-inch single on that side. But there is one slight variation, is that on this particular single, both songs are actually in stereo. As you can see top left there, got the legend that is stereo, and you've got the song titles there with the catalogue number top right there. And once again you've got that barcode at the bottom with the Parlophone logo and the EMI Records Limited details as well. That's a really fabulous picture of the guys. So on to the vinyl then. But this one being just like glass, it's just incredible. Such a shine on this one. Really great, these 12-inch singles. I mean, they do sound really good because obviously being that they're faster and there's more information when they put it on as a 45 RPM single, as a 12-inch single. So you've got the Beatles on the left there with the matrix number and the original sound recordings made by EMI Records Limited there. Of course, on the rim you've got the manufactured in the UK by EMI Records Limited on the rim. And then on the right we've got the 45 RPM with the catalogue number and the Northern Songs Limited details. Then at the bottom you've got All You Need Is Love, Lennon-McCartney, produced by George Martin, and the details of the live broadcast. So let's flip that over. Once again, you've got the Beatles on the left with the matrix number and the original sound recordings made by EMI Records Limited. And to the right then we've got the 45 RPM, and then you've got the catalogue number and the Northern Songs Limited with the Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon-McCartney, and produced by George Martin. You've got that manufactured in the UK by EMI Records Limited along the perimeter rim there as well. Really great single, this one. Really does sound really great in stereo. So moving on then, now we've got a cassette single of All You Need Is Love, which was released on the 20th anniversary on the 6th of July 1987, catalogue number TCR 5620. So this is getting a lot rarer, this particular cassette single these days, really rare this one. Same as the single, looks exactly the same, got the same image there. And you've got the tracks on the actual tape with the barcode, and then there's the spine, and then we'll take a look at the inlay card first. Just put that on there. So you've got both songs running on both sides for convenience, and there's nothing on the inner bit there. A little bit of information there. Of course, both songs are actually in mono on this particular cassette, exactly the same as the single. So let's take a look at the actual tape itself. And I haven't run that one back, as you can see. Got the Parlophone logo there with the original sound recordings made by EMI Records there at the top, with the Beatles' All You Need Is Love and number 1 this side. And flip that over, and then we've got the Beatles' All You Need Is Love at the top there, with the Parlophone logo and the original sound recordings up there, and number 2. So next on the agenda then is the All You Need Is Love 3-inch CD single, released as part of a batch on the 5th of June 1989. It was actually released as a complete box set on the 20th of December 1989 with the rest of the Beatles UK singles. And this particular single is catalogue number CD3R 5620. So once again you've got the same image as on the 20th anniversary single. And on the reverse, you've got the Beatles' All You Need Is Love, and then Baby You're a Rich Man as track 2. You've got the original sound recordings made by EMI Records there, were produced by George Martin. You've got a little mono in the top right hand corner there, and the little Parlophone and EMI logo at the bottom. You've got a dear little spine there, which you should be able to read. And then on the inside, of course, we've got that fabulous picture of the guys there recording on the broadcast, and the actual CD single itself. Moving on then to another cassette single then, which is part of the Beatles cassette singles collection, and that was released on the 12th of August 1991 by Parlophone, and you could have actually bought them singular as well. And the catalogue number on this cassette is TCR 5620, and this is the slipcase variety type one. It's got the same images as on the previous 20th anniversary versions. And then we have the Beatles' All You Need Is Love and Baby You're a Rich Man, produced by George Martin. And of course you've got that little Apple logo there at the bottom with the Parlophone logo, and you've got that barcode as well. And there's the spine, and then the actual cassette itself. Obviously there's both songs on both sides for convenience. And there's side 2. So moving on then, we're on to another CD single. This is one of the 5-inch CD singles, which was released as part of the Beatles singles collection on the 2nd of November 1992 on Parlophone Records. And the catalogue number of this particular single is CDR 5620. Same artwork as the 20th anniversary All You Need Is Love editions. Really great looking artwork. And then on the reverse, we've got the Beatles' All You Need Is Love, Baby You're a Rich Man. You've got all the barcode and information there, catalogue numbers, etc. And at the bottom left, you've got that Apple logo. And bottom right, you've got the Parlophone logo. So let's take a look at the actual disc. And these are really great silk screened looking discs. These ones are really nice. And you've got both the tracks. They're both in mono as well on this particular disc. So the final All You Need Is Love vinyl I've got to show today then is this Capital CEMA Special Markets one from early 1994. And if you're interested in those Beatles coloured vinyl singles, I've actually made a video which I'll put up on the screen now. And this particular one is in pink vinyl, catalogue number S7-17693. So let's take a look at that single then. And this one's in an absolutely beautiful little pink vinyl. Looks really nice. Goes really great with that capital purple label. Really great. You've got the jukeboxes only on the left hand side there, for jukeboxes only. With the right hand side you've got the CEMA special markets and the song timing there. With All You Need Is Love, Lennon McCartney, the Beatles there. And this one plays in glorious mono and is actually the full long version on this one. And of course on the B side then you've got Baby You're a Rich Man. Once again you've got for jukeboxes only. With the right hand side you've got the CEMA special markets and the timing of the song. With Baby You're a Rich Man there, Lennon McCartney and the Beatles at the bottom. It's a really lovely looking single. So the very final item then I've got to show is this incredibly rare CD. This is part of the Summer of Love Withdrawn CD set from 1997, and it's actually a USA promotional CD. It was released by Capitol and Apple, catalogue number DPRO 70876-12119-2-4, and these are really incredibly rare to find, the set of 3 of these which are actually original and not the counterfeit versions. So let's just take a look at that then. There you go, it's a really great picture. That's like the original USA picture sleeve there, it's based on. And I believe Capitol actually printed them from a fan's original copies because they couldn't find the artwork. And that's the reverse. And then the actual CD itself is the Capitol swirl, which looks absolutely brilliant. Both the tracks play in stereo. They're both the UK remastered versions. So you've got All You Need Is Love there, Baby You're a Rich Man. Got the Capitol and Apple logos on the left. And you've got the Beatles at the bottom. Just check your hub on, if you've got a copy of these, check your hub. If you haven't got the correct information on the hub, then that's basically you've got a counterfeit copy. But of course the writing's got to be really sharp as well on the actual CD and the actual cover. But this is a really, really rare CD now. So thank you all for joining me today, guys, and tuning in. Really hope you've enjoyed seeing all those All You Need Is Love items, and to think it was actually released 55 years ago today is absolutely incredible. And as always, any comments I get from any of you guys, I will always endeavour to come back to you as soon as I can. So this Sunday we are back with the Apple Records album series, and it's the Ivy's Maybe Tomorrow LP, which was released only in Europe and Japan, but it did finally get a UK release in the 1990s. So anyway, be here, same Beatles time, same Beatles channel on Sunday. So anyway, if you enjoy what I'm doing, why not give us a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. This is BeatleDave signing off.